Thank you for tuning in today, guys. This is my Chevrolet C30. I'll be showing you how to replace your thermostat using this vehicle as pretty much a demonstration, because I need to replace mine anyway, as on the way to get a car in London, the thermostat stuck open. Well, that's good, pretty much, you know, instead of it's sticking closed because it will overheat and shoot your radiator hose off, but it stuck open and I pretty much had no heat. The engine would not even come up to operating temperature. It was totally bullshit. It was cold, miserable, wasn't no fun, but everybody made it home safe, so that's a good thing. So there are a couple ways to do this. You can drain your radiator. There's a place underneath of it you can actually drain your coolant. That's a good thing. Or you can just undo it here and lose coolant over the front of the engine. Be sure to put you a pan down under. That's what I'm fixing to do. And go ahead and find what bolt sizes you need here with a ratchet and wrench. Now we got a pan underneath of it. We went and got a 9/16. I done loosened these. And you want to go ahead and just loosen them. Like I said, you can drain the radiator, but I choose not to, just because it's cold out. And I got new antifreeze anyway that I just add to it. And watch these bolts, because sometimes they do break off and you don't want that. So if they feel like a kind of tight and you don't trust yourself, put some penetrating oil on them, because they do corrode, especially in this aluminum. Right here, as you can see, this and actually could probably use some mild Loctite put on it to keep the threads from leaking. Anaerobic sealant put on it, and just lay all this stuff up out of the way. Now once you get that, you should be able to take it and just bend this up out of the way, and that should pretty well stop your water from pouring out. And there's the thermostat. It looks kind of new, but I know it ain't working the way it should. It might actually be closed back now, which it looks like it is. Yeah, we wasn't getting no heat whatsoever from this thermostat. And it's a 160, which I hate a 160 thermostat. I'm more of a 195. I like my engines run around 195 to 210. You know, I ain't that old school person like, oh, the cooler the better. No, I like that 195, 210. Oops. Like I said, it must have closed since then, because it was sticking open. Okay, so now go ahead and get your new thermostat. This is the new thermostat. As you can see, it's a 195. The one that we had in it was a 160, which this motor was in the truck when I got it. So I did not put this in, whoops. Okay, kitty, we know. So, what we're gonna do is place this in here. It don't matter which way it goes. It just drops down in like so. And once you get that, you want to make sure to take a knife or something and scrape all this old gasket off. I like doing it with the thermostat in it so you don't lose any paper or anything in your water jackets. Just be careful, you know, when you do it. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape this off and get a towel and clean all this up. And scrape off the old gasket that's on the neck here. And pet the kitty cat. Anyway, a thing about these chrome housings, I think they pretty much junk, but they usually use an O-ring. I apologize for my dog barking. He sees the kitty cat and he ain't a big fan of him. But you can tell somebody had this problem with this leaking, and they used silicone on it with a gasket. I always use a gasket under these chrome ones just because the O-wing usually leaks and they pit around it and it's just trouble. Just go ahead and pick you up a stock gasket and it works fine for these chrome goosenecks. So we picked up a small but Chevy gasket. We would go ahead and put it on and then put that pot on. Now, this can go on either way. It don't matter, you know, it's just how you want to do it. I've this way. Now you should not need to use silicone on this at all. You know, I don't like using silicone on cord passages and stuff, unlike whoever did this before. But go ahead and put your gooseneck back on and start your bolts. When you tighten these, make sure to just snug them tight. You don't want to over tighten them because you can strip the aluminum and then you'll be in a mess, or you can break the bolt. So we snug these up good, and you can see we got the gasket on it, and you want to tighten them little by little. Don't tighten one side out once and do the other, but crisscross back at your forge till you get it all good and tight. Now you can go ahead and top it off with antifreeze. That's what I'm fixing to do, and finish cleaning this up, and then we let it run and see how it does. So what happened? Well, what I thought happened. That leaks. It didn't seal because the chrome is pitted and it's warped and it's junk. So you know what I did? I went and bought another junk one because yeah, it was cheap, and it don't have the price for the 2 sensors on it, because the one that this truck costs for got 2 prices for temp sensors and stuff on top of it, and they didn't have it in stock. Or did they? I can't remember. I think it might have had it in stock. But I just went ahead and went with this one, as I know my radiator hose works with it and whatnot. So let's go ahead and I'll put this one on. So as you can see, I had to replace my thermostat, and I got antifreeze everywhere again. I gotta remove my catch pan underneath of it, and then I'm gonna clean this up a little bit more and test start it and check for leaks again. But this new gooseneck, I actually went around it with just a tad bit of silicone. I told you not to, you shouldn't have to, but I don't want to deal with a leak anymore, so I just skim coated it just a tad bit, give it time to dry, and then we're gonna test fire it and put your fluid back in it, you know, and see how it does. I hope you enjoyed this how-to video on installing a thermostat on your engine. It's pretty simple, but as you can see, you can hit a few snags, kind of like I did with the gooseneck leaking, because them chrome ones are junk. I stuck another one on it probably leak, I say, in about a year, maybe 6 months. It just depends. So be sure to drop me a like. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about this video, and how did you find my video and what you're working on, and show your support for my channel by smashing that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next almost daily content. Thank you for watching.